Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
I'm Lola.
And we're watching The Wire.
Episode 8. There's 13 episodes. We saw that last.
Yes.
We kind of hoped that we were going to watch this one yesterday, but we didn't have time. So we're going to watch it today.
Yes.
I'm very excited again. Just thoroughly enjoying the show so far. It's everything up our alley.
Love everything about it.
Yeah, again, thought it was gonna be great just because it is that highly praised and it is put next to the shows like Breaking Bad, and those are the shows that we love. You know, it was always very highly praised, and so far it lives up to the name. I mean, and it's just, I think we only barely scratched the surface. But like, I can only imagine.
I can see where it is going.
I can only imagine it getting better.
If it's gonna be written good, then I think like, because like the story by itself is very important in my opinion, and so far it's been very well written.
Yeah.
So if it's continued being like that, I think it's really gonna be one of the better shows out there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Where we left off last time, there are a couple of things happening.
I mean, they arrested Bird.
They have also figured out where they're gonna meet, and like that Stinkum is gonna be there and whatever, and they did the drug bust, like they found drugs, and that did make Avon and Stringer suspicious, and I think they are smart enough to figure things out, or at least be extra careful now, like they are, because like they said not to use the same payphones and to walk further when they're making calls, and that's gonna make it tougher for the police because they need to have eyes on them, and like they can't just like sit on top of a building now and wait, because like they're not gonna be at the same payphones. So like now that's gonna be like, let's say, a problem for them.
It was about time for Stringer and Avon to figure something out, because they did give Dee a job to figure out who was snitching or telling something or stuff like that, and because like nobody was they couldn't find anybody. Like they were trying to look through to other solutions that was like the possibility of police figuring this out.
Yeah, I mean, I still think they are gonna be looking into that, especially now that Stringer is there in the low rises. You know, he's gonna be looking into people potentially snitching, and again, I'm not quite sure if Cass and the other guy are still doing what they were doing, and if they are, I mean, I think they're about to be dead.
Yeah.
We have that,
but we also have Dee, who like the guy from the bar came up to him and asked him to sell his drugs, basically.
Yeah. And
Dee said that like he's gonna think about it, so like we are yet to see if Dee's actually thinking about it, and if he's thinking about doing something so dumb.
I mean, it's not like we understand the drug world, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, this just feels incredibly dumb.
Yeah, that seems like something that Avon would not allow to happen. No,
absolutely not.
And because like Avon would not allow that to happen, seems like something Dee shouldn't do, especially if he wants to go up, you know, and that's what he wants, technically.
I mean, I guess we'll find out more in this episode. Another thing is that Wallace, we have seen him do drugs. I mean, I don't know if he did drugs before or something like that. Like, Dee said that his glides are, let's say, clean. And we saw Wallace doing cocaine, because everything that has happened, he's sort of coping. And what concerned me there is that Stringer asked, like, is someone here getting, like, high? Yeah. And so, like, I don't know if that Wallace is also if Wallace is gonna find himself.
See, that sounds to me more like something that would happen rather than Cass and
Cass. Yeah.
Honestly, I just like Cass is so, in my opinion, not important. That was more for Dee's character.
But I felt like if they did something to her, it would still be about, you know, for Dee being like, you knew this was happening and you let it slide. Okay, but like
in my mind, it's more for Dee's character to show us that like he would let it slide. But like, fine, yeah, that would be for Dee, because the consequences would maybe be there for him. But like, okay, I would not care that much for that.
Let's say for that Stringer Bell, like a tough lesson for Dee to learn.
Yeah, that would maybe be for Stringer's characters, for us to see what he's capable of doing. But like, that's something I imagine from him at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
But to me, I think it would be much more impactful if it was. Unfortunately, that's not what they want. The thing is, like, when I say it would be more like impactful, exactly, that would be a worst case scenario, is if something happens to Wallace, you know,
Yeah.
But like that would be, in my opinion, much more impactful than Cass, you know.
Yeah.
So I think there's a bigger possibility of that happening than actually with Cass. That's at least how. That at least it would have bigger impact on me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, not that I want it.
I don't want it.
But I'm thinking
the
just
more
about
I'm thinking
it
about
because,
it, I just it's a.
You have never, but like me neither. It's not like we have known who is in The Wire, but like you have known that Stringer. I mean, the actor is in The Wire.
I think like the only person I know from all the actors, even though like I know so many of them, like the only person I knew that was like in here was Stringer. Like that, the actor, I knew that, but like I knew no one else.
Yeah, so like is it like not like maybe Michael B. Jordan's the biggest role that like
catapult him? Yeah.
Is it? Maybe it is. I don't know.
Well, I never heard of him. I feel like, you know, but like also he's not gonna be that important of a character. Yeah, you know, you always
I think Stringer's gonna be until the last episode.
Like for any show, the shows that you don't watch, at least you know who the main character is half the time. You know, just because like you see it. Or you hear about it.
Yeah, definitely. Or Wallace doesn't have to die now. It can just like he doesn't have to be the most important character ever. Yeah. Considering that I honestly believe that Stringer is gonna have just because you knew about him and like it's his big role. I think he's gonna be there until the end. Yeah, you know.
I mean, that's what we're basing this on as well. Is that just like I know that Idris Elba was in the show, and so
but like also I think after the first episode I read the comments that that's the role that made him very famous, you know.
It would make sense. I mean, I still feel like we scratched the surface with pretty much everything only now, but like especially with Avon and Stringer, like I feel like I know the least about them than anyone else. Like, you know, the cops and everyone there at the station, you kind of get it, you know, and Dee and the kids around them, you also sort of, you know, you see some potential in where things can go. And with Stringer and Avon, just because like we had so little of them, and what we did have of them was mostly business talk. Like we had the scene with Avon when he is like taking Dee to see his uncle, and like him like saying that he scares him. We had only that, let's say something more personal about Avon, but like really the two of them, I still know nothing. I can't gouge out things. I don't know where their story is gonna be going. I mean, I think they're gonna end up dead again, or dead or in jail. More likely dead than in jail, I feel like.
I think maybe that has no base in reality, that Stringer is gonna be more important in the end. So like
maybe then Avon
dies and
Stringer
takes over until the last episode. So like what's gonna happen with him until not the last episode, but like the end, you know? I don't think both of them are gonna end up alive until the season 5, and I do believe they're gonna be at least constant. At least one of them is gonna be constant, and like if that's his like a big role, then I think he's gonna be the one who is gonna. I could see
be
it
more important,
you know.
Sure.
I could see it. Yes, maybe Avon managed
that's what I'm saying. Like I'm basing these things on the outside world.
Yeah.
You know, not what's happening in the show, because like in the show, I don't know. I can only tell you that they are strict and that they are like they know what they're doing in this world. They're not dumb. I mean, they couldn't have made it this high up with being dumb, but also they do make mistakes.
But I'm also they do make mistakes. But I'm also interested in our Omar's storyline, because
God, I'm so
we know right now that he's talking to police, but like this guy killed his boy. Yeah. So would he want to do revenge?
I mean, like this is in a way his revenge.
I know, but like would he want to do complete revenge? You know what I mean?
I know what you mean, and I'm not certain, because like I don't think that he would do revenge if they just killed him, because like I feel like he knows what he's in, you know. I think he knows the game that he is in. He knows what, you know, they did this and someone shot him. He would not be searching for revenge, you know. And he is doing this now because like what they did is technically, let's say, outside the game, because it's just very cruel, you know. It's not like they just shot him because he did something. I feel like if they just shot him, he would not be here speaking. He would, like, he has a code and he lives
But I don't
by
think
that
that he would
code.
just continue walking and not do anything if they just killed him. I think he would go after them.
See, that's the part that I don't know.
That's the part
Just because of like how he, when he speaks, how I can see it, what he has said so far to me, it just seemed like he is not in any illusion of what type of life he leads, and that like when you lead this life, it is, you are, let's say, living on the edge of death all the time. And so like they did this, they stole from Avon, like they stole from him. They know that there's potential consequences involved with that if they catch them. They caught him, and if they just like kill them, that would be, I feel like he would be heartbroken, you know, because like he cared about him. But I just feel like he would not, I just feel like he would be, that's what this business is. And he got caught and that he got killed.
I mean,
like,
I
that's
understand, but like let's say I don't think he would talk to police right now. But I'm not sure if he would just sit in his house and do anything. There's a part that I'm not sure. Again, we still don't know why they stole. Was there a reason for? Is it just for the money, reason, yeah. Or is it already some type of revenge, something personal?
Because I mean, so far we didn't have any. We didn't. Like when they first only mentioned, when Jimmy I think said, like, if you're getting drugs, why like get it here? There's many easier ways to get them, or something like that. When he said that, you know, like, that makes you think, well, is there like a bigger reason why they're doing this? Because like it is a more dangerous route to take. But like after that, nothing to me sort of indicated that he has anything more personal with Avon, like in terms of that he is like seeking for some. Yes, now sure. But like before that, maybe not. But also I just
if
feel
they
like
didn't need any reason, if they just stole and one of them ended up dead, then yeah, maybe he wouldn't do revenge. But like if it was, because in my mind it was already personal. It was already a reason why he went there to do something. Like,
well, if it was already personal, then like it would make sense that he would, even after talking to police, still go after Avon. But like, that's what
just because it's in my mind, but like I don't know why it's engraved in my mind that it was from the beginning something, you know.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna figure that again. We like, Omar seems very interesting, and like we really but also like know so little of him that like you're sort of making deductions based on little things that you've heard so far.
Yeah.
So I just feel there's like a lot for us to learn about him, to see how he would function in this situation. You know, like I don't think any of us can make like a confident guess here as to how he would act. But I just he is so far the storyline I'm most interested in. I think it's fascinating that he's like gonna take the stand. Like, we're gonna see if that happens, because like, you know, many things can happen
in the meantime.
Yeah, I mean, they got Bird now, and like, but you know, until I don't know how long it takes to get all their ducks in a row and like the trial starts. I don't know how long that takes. It's like, I don't know when he's gonna potentially testify, and also I don't think Bird is that important to them, like Avon and everyone, for them to like save him. Like, they did it for Dee. Like, they intimidated witnesses and everything, and like they asked Dee like, how is Bodhi, like, should we, but like also Bodhi is like less important, I would feel like, than Bird. Bird was like closer to them because like he killed the guy, so like he basically had the directions directly from them. So like, I don't know, maybe they do like take care of him. Like,
I think there is a
maybe
big
they're gonna
maybe they find
intimidating witnesses.
Maybe they find bigger.
It's just because Bird is not important to me. So
yeah, but like maybe he would be a bigger liability for them if he went there knowing everything and they did nothing for him to try to save him. Maybe that would be such a like a big liability.
Yeah,
for them. Yeah, because he knows a lot about their business.
Yeah, but like also if he's a liability,
he's a muscle, right?
Yeah,
he just like does killing.
Well, I mean, I know nothing about him. Like, the only thing that we really know about him is that he did kill this. So like, let's say he has a hired hand or something.
Who killed Omar's boyfriend?
Was it Bird?
It's one of the
or
them
was
three.
It Stinkum?
It could be Stinkum or Wiebe.
That's all we know.
That's one of the three. One of the three of them.
I don't think one single person killed Brandon. Like, all of them tortured him. So like, it's all of them.
But like, let's say, would he go after them, muscles, or would he go after Avon?
I mean, all. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I am very interested to see where the whole thing with Omar goes. I really like him, and I really look forward to also seeing. I mean, again, looking forward. I think that's gonna be a rough storyline to watch. I think it's gonna be like an almost never-ending one with Bubs and his addiction. Like, I feel like that's gonna be a thing that we're gonna constantly maybe have. And like I look forward to seeing that, only if it has a good ending. If this like ends with him actually like overdosing at the end, not looking forward to that at all.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But like I am like placing all my hopes and dreams on Bob's being the happy ending of the show at this point, because like everyone else looks bleak. But also we have only watched 7 episodes, so like maybe things start looking brighter for other people.
I really don't think all of them are gonna die. Like all of
Not
the
all.
criminals.
No.
I don't think so either. No. Like some of them, you know.
But just like a lot of the people that we have, I could like say.
I could
jail
like,
or death,
yeah,
you know?
but they don't have to.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Like,
of course.
Some of them have to get away.
Yeah.
Let's say Avon and Stringer are the only ones that I'm pretty confident won't completely get away. One is dead, one is jailed, for example. Let's say.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident also D is not getting away.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like D is not getting. I feel like with Bodhi could go either
That's
way.
That's what I want to say. Like, but I was about to, when you said Bodhi, I was like, if you say Bodhi's not getting away, nobody's getting away. At least one has to. I don't mean get away, like have a happy ending. Just like continue working.
Yeah. You know? Maybe Bodhi takes over everything at the end.
At the end.
Because like he does seem like he wants to rise up and like everything, but
you
this
never
could
know.
go.
The storyline.
It could really just go.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, it's already downhill. If anyone asks me, everything's downhill.
Yeah.
But look, 20 minutes. This is. Let's watch.
I don't know even if it said anything.
I don't know if we said anything. We just repeated everything we already said. Yeah. Welcome to our intros.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
You are
He's
not
doing his
bringing
job.
your children on a like. What did he say? Jimmy. If I was Jimmy Sachs,
he would never get the kids.
I'm fighting for full custody, and like his visitations are about to be with someone that is also looking at him. There's no fucking way. What, Jimmy?
I'm putting it out of on 5th place, definitely.
Jimmy,
it's definitely not in the 5th place.
Your children aren't even with.
Where are your kids? Where did you leave your kids?
He's gonna fucking lose the kids. No, oh my god, stop moving. Stop fucking moving. Where are you going? I mean, that was impressive, child.
Yeah, they're both brown hair, one that big, the other about that big, and he's wearing, I don't know what the fuck he's wearing.
Oh my god, Jimmy.
It's a shocking for a scene.
I mean, like, the way that Jimmy's character, you know, has been set up, it is in line with his
It's too far.
character. Yeah, I mean, he is going absolutely too far.
At least in my opinion.
I mean, he is.
It's wanting to be a good police officer.
Yeah.
And to put that as a priority above your
it's
kids.
another thing, putting your kids in danger.
Yeah.
For your job.
And this is already the second time, in my opinion, that he is putting them in danger.
Yeah.
I mean, like, nothing could have happened here, you know? Like, but you never know.
I'm sorry, if I like put my child for like Stringer to even see and potentially suspect, to know his face. What? I'm leaving the fucking continent. My god, Jimmy needs help.
Or those kids. I didn't read it. What did it say?
Come at the king, you best not to miss. That's what Omar said. That's like the most famous line I've heard from the show. Yeah. I knew this line before I knew the show.
Nice!
You come at the king, you best not to miss.
Of course Omar says it, of course!
they're
I
ready to
love
pay
you,
their loans.
Lester.
If they're not using the
Me too.
payphones,
Like literally
Me too.
top 2.
My second favorite character.
Literally top 2.
you guys need to follow some of the boys out of the pit and see what they're using for payphones.
Yeah.
Excuse me, is that a direct order? Right, they took your gun for shooting your car. No, that was before. Oh, that's right. That was something else. Right.
And you were there with him.
Okay, freaking frack. Like,
You believe this guy?
You guys need to get up on those rooftops today. See what these mopes are using for phones.
yes, ma'am. Oh my god, just fucking do your job. Like, fucking walk around. Go for a fucking stroll.
Weebay.
Weebay? I don't know whose place they are searching.
They hear about something. Is it like?
Yo, nigga, Bird told me that shit. Look at that. Look at that.
They found his place.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, like,
See, it's a matter of kids
yeah,
and
like, it was only a matter of time, honestly. Gotta move, Molly. Gotta move, boy.
Mr. Omar, you want hands on this?
Oh, that's the girl with the child.
Nah, darling, I'm cool. Nice shirt. Man, big guts wearing a pink shirt.
I don't know, Bank is funny to me.
She's scared.
What are you chasing? Toyota Camry. Whose?
Tell him how you got it.
And Stringer Bell was using it.
Tell him how you got it.
Well, I'm down in Northeast Market with the kids, right? Who should appear before me?
Market day for string 2, man.
I know he makes me if I get too close, so I put Sean and Michael on him, front and follow. They're so fucking good, I lose track of them. Scared the shit out of myself.
He's
I
proud.
stay with him, spec the Camry, and Sean, my flesh and blood, gets the tag.
Your kids know front and follow.
They fucking love it. We play spy in the mall sometimes.
I mean, if I was a kid, I would also love it. When you're an adult,
Stringer
you're
Bell.
just...
It's a start.
The fucking family McNulty. Jesus.
What?
Let's think about... Boy,
Juan,
how are you?
yo Juan. What's this about here?
There are some. Is it
No,
some
well, like,
book
is it...
for
No,
homework?
oh,
This one here. A bus traveling on Central Avenue begins its route by picking up 8 passengers.
I
At the next
can't.
stop, it picks up 4 more, and then additional 2 at the third stop while discharging 1. The next to last stop, 3 passengers get off the bus and another 2 get on. How many passengers are still on the bus when the last stop is reached? Just do it in your head.
God, America just don't
Fastest
cry.
coming out today.
What?
New
America just don't cry.
I might be down later. You work in the ground stash. 20 tall pinks. 2 fiends come out of you and ask for 2 each. Another one cops 3. Then Bodie hands you off 10 more. But some white guy rolls up in the car, waves you down and pays for 8. How many vials you got left?
15.
How the fuck you able to keep the count right? You're not able to do the book problem.
Can't be wrong, they fuck you up.
No, he coming to you. Dave? Yeah.
What the fuck?
Rush or something? Wallace, man. Keep bugging.
Where you be at?
No way. Just
This
lazy
episode
around
is
all
called
day, you
Lessons. I don't like that at
know?
all.
Beg my ass off for sandwich money.
You worried about him? What the fuck, man? If he don't want to be down here, that's on him. I mean, ain't like nobody holding no gun to his head or nothing.
Yeah, but he ain't about nothing else. He up in his room and shit all the damn day.
Yeah, I've been
Like
talking to
nothing
Orlando,
comes to
right?
mind.
He said he got this good coke connect from New Orleans.
Oh, maybe the lesson is
Okay.
for Orlando. Orlando's about to fucking
Okay.
Want
die.
me to put what he can get out to the court. You know, a little
Okay.
extra on the side.
I don't know, D. You better talk to your uncle about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Smarter for you, for Orlando still could die.
Yeah, stink days.
But like Orlando risked it from the beginning. It's not like he's tall. He just asked if
Yeah,
he could. So
yeah.
like technically,
Like, I don't know if they're gonna punish Orlando for like even thinking that he, like something like that.
I don't know. That's they maybe not. They maybe just like take his stuff and be like, you can sell here.
Step out of the car, sir.
What I do?
Step out of the car.
I mean, they got you there.
It's none of your business right here, right?
How about if I make it my business, huh?
It's none of your business. What do you mean? Look at this, arresting someone without like
Yeah.
kicking them and like punching them. Fun.
Damien Lavelle Price.
Damien Lavelle
He takes $20,000 in cash out of the 221.
Price.
We followed him up Reservoir Hill till he knew we were on him.
He's a legislative aide.
What page me?
A legislative aid.
I don't know what it means.
Like not lawyer, but like aid.
Right off the wire. String a bell to someone on a tower phone. We thought we were gonna come up with drugs. Got money instead.
Is it something to do with bird?
Bird, maybe he wants to represent bird.
Like legislative, a legislative.
I don't know what it means.
Oreos
Well,
last night. I'd like to speak to my attorney.
is that the guy he spoke to in the party? Or saw at the party? Okay.
He was driving with one of the politicians at this fundraiser I got dragged to. Which one?
Someone from Annapolis.
Well,
From the
he's-
looks of his ID, anyway. Lieutenant, what do we charge here?
You see the money's his?
You didn't say shit?
Oh, Mondays. Oh, he's gonna maybe talk to his uncle. Oh, okay.
Look. Could be fine. Maybe they're gonna work together. But like, why didn't you come to us? That's a problem, you know what I mean?
How you doing?
Maybe he's not a big level to talk to him.
Yeah, you. 200. You need a little something.
Oh, okay.
Really, the thing to do is just to ask for it. I mean, that's all I do anyway. Put money in your fucking pocket to make sure you don't stray away from the nest. Do your fucking job.
Yeah.
But like, that's fine.
He's alive!
Exactly.
I mean, I over-exaggerate when I say like dead, you know, but like...
Really?
Well, for this, like, they don't have to kill him.
That's
you know
what I meant.
So, like,
Okay,
no,
okay.
just,
No,
like,
I
it's gonna be
thought.
bad. Yeah.
No, I thought they were gonna punch him.
Yeah, but like, I think they said it's gonna be dead. I don't actually mean dead. Yeah.
When I say that, just so you know, I mean that.
I don't.
In this show,
I
yeah.
can catch him coming out of the towers with 20 grand in manicured banded money.
You brought him in here. On what charge?
Civil forfeiture.
So you have no criminal charge.
No. Just the money.
Why do you look
Yeah,
mad
mad.
for this?
Give it back.
Of course.
Sir,
Give the man back his money.
Of
sir,
course.
we pulled this off the wire. It's drug money in that car.
Give him back his money. Write it up as an unwarranted car stop.
Yep.
You're in people's shit where you're not supposed to be.
Sir,
I'm shutting this down, Lieutenant. You charge what you can, and you do it by the end of the week.
Fuck.
we did nothing wrong.
You jacked up a senatorial aid. You went into his pocket, pulled out $20,000.
Illegal
And though there's no criminal
$20,000.
charge, you think it wise to try to keep it.
The 20,000, is it your money as well? Like, how does this get distributed?
20 even.
Like, they fucking choose who's the criminal. They're like the drug dealers are criminals, and like the fucking senators and aides and everyone else, presidents, that's just not.
This is bullshit. We just gave back 20 larger Barksdale's money.
If
I
somebody starts-
agree, but like, could be worse. Like, the investigation could have gone worse.
Let me guess, the deputy?
What do you want from him?
How's he get onto this so quick?
I don't think he's mad at him. I think
Yeah.
he's mad at the situation.
I was like, don't yell at him.
He's the deputy for operations, and I just jacked up an aide to a state senator. How do I not tell him?
Yeah, Lieutenant, have you noticed there hasn't been a complaint so far from the senator? And you know why? Because what the fuck is this driver doing coming out of the high-rises carrying that kind of money?
That's what I told the deputy.
Yeah, and what did he say? We should mind our own business?
Like how he was shutting us down the end of this week.
The fuck he is.
We're done.
Let's not call his
I go
bluff.
past Friday and I'm buried. He told me that.
He's gonna bury you for what? You're doing your fucking job.
They're gonna
You
bury
think
for
the
that.
job is gonna save me? You think it's gonna save you? Chain of command, detective. That's all I got from the deputy today.
Chain of command. Well, did you tell your major about the senator's driver? Did you tell the colonel? No? Then where's your fucking chain of command? What's the shift lieutenant doing going up the back stairs to the deputy ops?
What are you saying?
Nothing.
I mean, he does think he is like dirty. Or at least he heard that.
Why, you got something on you? You say you got the deputy's ear. What the fuck's he got on you?
Only rank detective.
What the fuck?
You need to explain this.
Explain what? That I'm bringing in a case that goes everywhere. Today, it was some senator's driver. 2 days from now, city councilman maybe.
Great. Let's pick them all up.
Charge on Barksdale, that's all I asked for. See, this is the thing that everyone knows and no one says. You follow the drugs, you get a drug case. You start following the money, you don't know where you're going. That's why they don't want wiretaps or wide CIs, anything else they can't control. Because once the tape starts rolling, who the hell knows what's going to be said? Son of a bitch McNulty asked me what the deputy had on me. He actually asked me that.
Yo, what's with her?
Oh, fuck this Sally.
What can I say?
She's on her back and she's drunk. That's not smart. She can.
She snorted at this shit.
And she said she wanted to puke.
Oh my god, she puked in her mouth. That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
can't like
probably.
just leave her like that. She dead?
She didn't. She just died. Maybe overdose.
I mean, she didn't puke. It could be an overdose.
Yeah.
Yo, Bay.
What the fuck?
You wanted to see us?
How's this? I got copied this morning.
Memo signed by the deputy officer for all the tourists telling us to pack it in and come home.
We're supposed to come down on line by Friday. Ship the computers back to the DA task force by Monday and charge whoever we have by the end of next week.
Who do you have?
Nothing.
A couple of mid-level guys.
Gabby Burrell on the line?
Love this
When
judge.
you swore that your affidavit was true to the best of your ability, what did the circuit court of Baltimore do?
You gave us the wire.
For how long, Detective McNulty?
60 days now.
And how long have you monitored these phone extensions?
40 days, maybe? Deputy Burrell is on the line.
He's gonna help us.
Come on, he's always gonna help us.
It's fatal.
I mean, so far he's been very helpful with us.
Irv, listen to me.
You're gonna say McNulty.
The court signed 2 orders for a total of 60 days of telephonic surveillance.
So we have 20 more.
Now, I'm looking at a copy of a memo from your office telling me I can't have my 60 days. Now, if you take this wire down on Friday, you'll be in contempt of court on Monday. Understood?
It's such a good thing to have a judge.
Or me and the kids. Yeah.
He's so proud.
Deputy called mad as the devil. Tell him to quit packing my back up on the wire. McNulty or the judge? Or both?
This time the judge.
According to Q1, the general order covering sexual harassment, in the event a female officer in your squad complains that her side partner has sexually harassed her, you should A. Notify the
I'm
commanding
certain that
officer,
this answer is gonna be
notify the ship
productive
lieutenant,
of him.
or C. Notify the ranking female officer.
I go with D. Yeah, bitch slap the side partner for dipping into my private stock, then take Missy home and fuck her till she smiles.
I can
I
only say
feel like he knows already that you're following him.
Yeah, me too. Community college. He's taking classes?
What the fuck?
Or is he visiting someone?
And he's there, he's taking classes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he is taking classes. Oh, well, I thought I saw him. Was
I thought it was
thought the
him.
previous one was him.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
It's like economics class? Interesting.
I mean, he is very smart. I think he wants to.
Right, specifically the ability of a consumer to delay acquisition.
That he really
It
must
can't
rise
hurt
up.
to
I
know.
fucking hope you fail. I mean, he's not. It's the whole institution, you know what I mean? So, like, might as well pass with
Yeah.
flying colors.
Oh, okay, you meant him.
Who did you think?
Stringer.
Oh, no.
Stringer.
Stringer, I'm talking about the two of
Okay,
them.
okay.
Yeah, man, we got work orders here and ain't nothing happening. I mean, these jobs were promised yesterday, and people gonna be coming in here asking for their work and nothing been done. No, you're not gonna bring that corner bullshit up in here. You hear me?
This is like the legit business.
No.
Wasn't he also in The Office? So, like, this is just a continuation of his Office character.
Front, not no bullshit.
I think he was in The Office as well.
Who?
He.
Oh, really?
And now there's like a paper company in The Office. Is a paper company.
Oh. Yeah.
Him there and that other fool there. They the only ones might be trouble. So I'm gonna drop Scar. You just drop the other motherfucker.
Okay, Scar.
No, just Scar. His boy break. We're gonna let him.
Hey, now.
There's the answer to our question.
Hey, yo, listen here, babe. You coming to King? You best not miss.
He's so gonna be the best character. It's not even fucking funny.
I think he's gonna take aim on as well at some point.
I would love that.
Like, I think he's gonna be the one, not like police or something like that.
I would love that.
That fucks us.
Yeah.
We think I'm tied up with a boat from the rest of the
Yeah.
The man's a fucking loose cannon. There's a dime on this cocksucker's head. One of you motherfuckers need to
What is a
step up.
dime? How much is that?
You put out the word. It's 10 on Omar or any motherfucker that's standing with Omar. Y'all niggas ain't got shit to do but be on this motherfucking hunt. Now be on it. Alright. So what you think, Holmes? I'm thinking this is the worst part of the game, man. Best we do is break out even, right? What? You're saying this shit got personal. Ain't nothing else to it.
Yeah.
So you talking about letting it slide?
You tortured
For
one.
a time. Maybe.
They came to his place. I just think that's... Okay.
What you want me to say? Hey, look at here, man. I don't know nothing about Stink getting dropped, and I don't know nothing about Bay taking one in the leg either. Everybody want to believe the worst about Omar. Live and let live, you know? I don't see you letting him slide on Brandon. Well, if I was going to come after certain people, I definitely wouldn't want to give y'all 5 people any cause for concern. I mean, there are some rules here, right? Rules? Yeah. No mistakes, no bystanders, no taxpayers getting caught up in the mix. I mean, you just get in close and you hit the right nigga.
And lose the gun afterward, that'd be a rule too, I think.
Of course.
One thing, Omar. So the point is, Omar, while we're all grateful for the case you gave us on Bird, and we all have a certain admiration for your
Orlando's
do-it-yourself
what?
nature,
What are you gonna give them?
You to hang back.
Hey, look, man, it ain't all up to me, right? Look, man, I do what I can do to help y'all. But the game is out there. And it's either play or get played. What, that it? Gentlemen? Ma'am?
Lester, are we still cops? Technically, I suppose so. I was just checking.
She ain't called her. She ain't been home.
She was sick. I told you that.
She missed work last night and she ain't been down there to pick up her check today either.
Hit her body?
Is he just...
Might hit her body. I think she's asking about the girl.
Yeah,
that's
about the
dead.
girl that's dead, yeah.
Yeah, so...
This game might not be right for me, I'm thinking. Nothing good to it but the money. I mean, you got people using each other, scamming each other, cutting each other up. They laid on a bill, shooting folks cause might be a fucking dollar in it. And you get to sometime like I can't even fucking breathe. Like I can't even get no air.
Do something else.
So you happy with your job?
Shit.
Well then, hey, do something else.
I am. I'm gonna have to. Shit.
Who called the one from Edmondson last night? Anton Artis. Cole, with an assist from Dunnigan. Omar was the shooter. Fuck me. It's all over the wiretap.
God.
Anton Artis' stinking was one of the boys who snatched Brandon and did him up. I'm sure that motherfucker had his reasons, Jimmy, but shit. Yeah, you want to get back the gang case, then you go tell Cole the name of his shooter. Otherwise, you tell him we're getting some talk on the wire, and we'll give him his clearance once we wrap our case. But you won't. No, we won't. Do you want me to go and bullshit Cole out of his case for you, huh? What are you going to tell him yourself? You kidding? Ross sees my fingerprints on this and run my nuts through it. Cheese grit.
I mean, he's not wrong there.
Hey, Jimmy. Call Nadine and tell her I called one and I'm out on the street.
Yeah.
I lied for you, didn't I?
Bang!
I'm interviewing Omar a few weeks back.
Mm-hmm.
And he's giving it to me that Bird is the shooter in the gang case. But the thing is, I told him that we needed an eyeball witness.
At which point he volunteers. Well, maybe he saw it.
Or maybe he put himself in it just to see Bird locked up. I got the impression
I thought we
that
knew
was
that. I thought we knew he was gonna lie to the court.
I fucked up, didn't I?
Well, a little. You know, interrogation is more art than science. You gotta feel your way through on instinct, mostly.
Who that?
Some dancers who work at Barksdale's club. If you're gonna try to turn one of these girls, which one would it be?
I mean, how the fuck are you gonna base it on a picture? How the fuck do you pick her?
What?
Well, she doesn't have a record for one thing. She's just a DMV photo.
What else?
I like her face.
Soul, conscience, whatever you want to call it. She's a citizen, right?
Just in the eyes.
Instinct detective.
Okay. Can we hear?
Is it with Bunk?
Yeah.
How the hell is this? Oh.
Ma'am?
Get this crazy bastard out of here.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
He set off the smoke alarm twice.
That good, huh?
In the bathroom.
Well, what's happening?
Bunk.
I thought he was like cooking. Oh.
What the fuck? Bunk, wake the fuck up. Huh? Come on, man. No.
What is happening?
Bring your clothes for me. Hair, fibers, pussy on it.
Oh, destroying
With
evidence.
trace evidence.
You smell pussy? Give me that pussy and now you're gonna take my shoes. Alright, shit.
Interesting that Jimmy is the sober one
Yeah.
getting to the drunk Bunk. Oh shit! He was looking at Orlando's. Omar was. Would he have known before that Orlando's was Avon's club?
Huh.
Or did he not know? And now he knows.
Well, now he definitely knows.
That's Orlando and...
God.
He is so outnumbered, and I would still bet everything on him.
I wouldn't be shocked if he got to Avon this season, honestly.
Hey, Bunk, I'll give you the burning trace evidence makes sense. What the fuck did you plan to wear home? Huh?
That's a good question.
You're no good for people, man. I mean, damn. Everybody around you.
Christ.
Everybody around you. Oh, no, so fast. But I just like let it play. And like we don't stop and I just ignore this. Game
Only
day.
54 minutes.
Do we have time?
Just because like this episode just started and it already ended. You know what I mean?
I know what you
mean. Like it just ended.
I know it just ended.
That's it.
And it just started as well.
How can the episode just end?
So we just said we're gonna film one more. We're just like working things around. I feel like we can make it.
Yeah.
This episode was just so good.
It's so.
This was so good.
Yeah, I just enjoy it. I enjoy watching the show. I enjoy seeing where the story is gonna take us. Plot is, like I said, not fast, but it always leaves me wanting for more. Yeah, you would say like 54 minutes
is a lot.
Is a lot, and like I would be satisfied after watching it, but like I'm just like, what about the next thing that's gonna happen? You know, we had only one scene we don't worry this episode. That's not enough for me, you know, like.
Oh, sorry. What a scene it was.
I mean, two scenes.
What a fucking scene it was.
Yeah, my boy. I feel like I'm just like falling in love with him. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
You know, when you just, it's not the same with every character. With some character you have so much empathy for them. With other characters you just like grew to love them. And the others are just like funny and you're laughing always when they're around and enjoy watching them. But then, like with him it's just like I'm falling in love with him, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not satisfied if there's only two scenes. But like you said, what the scenes it was.
He is definitely gonna be the favorite character.
Yeah, definitely.
Like he already kind of is.
I mean, I mean, to me, there is not comparison so far. Mm-hmm. Like there is nobody that like I enjoy half as much as I enjoy watching him. You know, like I'm not interested in anybody's storyline half as much as I'm already interested in his. You know.
Yeah.
Like I there are many great characters. You know.
Yeah.
It's just like I enjoy him the most. By far.
Might as well continue with this part. We saw them, Weebay and Stinkum and a third one I want to say, go to his place and search for his things while he was across the street waiting and watching. and they set fire to his van. So like we are, you know, they are continuing all of that, and so he is here. He came for revenge, because like they are playing this game like this, so he is playing the game with them, and he fucking killed one. He killed Stinkum.
He killed Stinkum.
Stinkum, dead and gone. That was so unexpected. I was like so confident it was about to happen on that street corner with the other guy, and like suddenly it just says like Stinkum or whatever. It took me out of fucking
and it said
nowhere.
like Omar, because I don't think I would recognize his face immediately. It was like, it was kind of deep voice. I don't think I would if it didn't say.
I don't think I'm the person that recognizes voices. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot recognize
I think
voices.
it depends. If we are, I just don't think we have listened to him enough.
Yeah, but Also, I feel like they need to be distinctive for me to just like if I close my eyes.
But to me that makes sense. Honestly, I just don't think that like for him it would just be enough what he was doing from the beginning, like him talking to police, like because he's in the game, and he plays this game just like you said. They're playing the game. He's playing the game with them. So this just, in my opinion, makes sense that he is going after them, and I don't think he's stopping because I don't know. I don't like. Avon, let's say, he is smart, although Stringer seems smarter by far, but a lot smarter than him.
Avon seems like the type that lets his emotions get the best of him.
But at the same time, maybe he was advised by Stringer a lot of the times.
Yeah, potentially.
So, in my opinion, maybe that's how he also managed not to be anywhere.
I mean, he keeps it pretty low key.
But that's why, like, him hiding for so long, in my opinion, it would be good. And police not knowing anything about him. Like, maybe that's also the one reason why I would like the storyline where Omar is the one who gets him. And not the police, actually. You know? After, like, so long from him hiding from the police.
You
know? I think that would be very good, and now that's what I'm expecting. Especially after he came after Stinkum, and he already want to put Bird in jail.
Prison,
And also he shot Weebay.
He shot him.
I don't think he's stopping after like muscles, you know, just like people who are there to kill for Avon, because like Avon is one who ordered that.
I mean, he has a bounty on his head. You know what I mean? Like, they're now in this. Like, they're now doing this, and Omar is not the type to back away or like run away, even though like he is very much outnumbered. Like, he has himself. That's about it, and he only has himself.
But he has also great connections, in my opinion, because he knows everything about who did what, who is doing what.
I mean, he has a reputation.
And he was already hiding in this girl's place and watching his house. It's not like he expected them to come. Like, it was, I don't think it was coincident that he wasn't in his house at that point, you know?
I mean,
he's thinking about
it.
Of
course. It's not just like, I visited her for coffee, you know what I mean?
That's that's what I'm saying. Like, he has also...
Of course, he knows. Like, I just think he is very smart. I just think he is very smart, that he knows how the game is played. And, like, he is playing it. He is playing it to his own, like, let's say, rules as well. Like, when he killed Stinkum, like, he was talking to the police, and he was, like, saying, you know, I did it, let's say, the way that you're supposed to do it. Like, there is no witnesses. There is no one that got hit that is not a part of the game. It was, I mean, he didn't say that he disposed, but like Lester said, and I'm sure he disposed of the weapon, of course. Like, he just did every fucking step correctly. You know? Like, even now that he is doing this thing that should be, like, let's say, emotional and personal to him, he is still keeping a very level head. And, like, he is just... He is just truly fascinating. And then, like, he also shot Weebay in the foot or the leg or somewhere there. He said that line. That's the one line that I knew from this show going into it. I think it's very famous. You come at the king, you best not miss. I, like, truly... one of the more badass things I've heard in my life. Imagine saying that and you being like, him being like really alone.
Yeah.
What a character. What a moment.
Yeah, it was so good.
And then at the police station, he also saw like on the picture board, he saw Orlando's. You know, he connected it that it is Avon's. I am still not like, I don't know how he doesn't know. Because like I understand how the police doesn't know. Because like the police is also bad at their job. Like if they just talk to people and ask people. I mean, people don't want to like give it up, but like I feel like they could have done it. Because like everyone on the street knows Avon, probably knows what he holds, and you know everything.
Maybe,
so, like,
maybe
I don't know how Omar didn't know.
Yeah, maybe that's not something that like everybody knows about.
Well,
Orlando.
maybe he's not
maybe
like in that exact part of town, so
because he's maybe cleaning his money through that bar as well. I don't think he knows where that Stringer is going to college, and that he has his
but
printer.
like I would think that people would know, like you know, even we kind of know who owns the shady places here in Belgrade. You know, you just know.
I do not. Let me just tell you right now. I do not anybody shady in this town.
I mean, I don't know the name of the person. Like
one shady place.
Clubs.
Okay.
Like all the clubs are owned by like 3 guys basically, and like the one that got sunk, it got sunk because of a personal battle between the 2 guys. And I for some reason also know who did the sinking.
But maybe that's like famous. Maybe I don't think everybody, because Orlando. Look at the club.
Apparently, my friends have info.
Yeah, but like
I don't
know. You're talking about the most famous. That's the most famous one in Belgrade.
Yeah.
Look at Orlando's.
Well, how fucking big is Baltimore? You know what I mean? Like, how fucking big is Baltimore?
Big.
And like, how... Yes, because like... But like, I think in Baltimore, he's like the main drug supplier for everyone. And so like, I feel like that would be known.
I feel like this is... that. I mean, at least if Omar didn't know that, and from what we saw now, it seems like he didn't. I think then that's something that Avon is not... That it's not public knowledge. Because otherwise,
clearly because Omar doesn't know it.
Exactly, because otherwise I think Omar would definitely know it. I don't think there is a possibility that's the word on the street and that Omar doesn't know it, because like Omar apparently knows everything. It's probably just not common knowledge. That's how he cleans his money, and probably didn't want anybody else, because he only saw D there, you know?
Yeah.
And like the closest people who are to Avon, you know?
Yeah, I mean the info that they got, like what Avon has, is like from his previous girlfriends, let's say. See, I feel like from Avon's part, that is a stupid part to say. You know what I mean? Because like it's not like he has one long-term girlfriend. He has like what they mentioned, multiples, and like he is just saying I have this and this and this. I feel like that's dumb on his part. But yeah, Omar
apparently not dumb enough for police to find out.
See, but I just think police are not that good at their job. I just feel like these things could have been known if they did their job better. But anyway, Omar was the MVP of this episode, just like so clearly, fully, and ridiculously.
I mean, completely. But also the one that I also enjoyed this episode is Stringer.
Yeah.
I like what we found out about him. Again, everything we found out is still not giving me and that like I care now for him or anything like that, but like it makes him very interesting. Like for me, for example, he's more interested in Avon.
Yeah.
He when Avon told him about Omar and what happened, he was like, maybe for now better to not go immediately search for him for that revenge, because like things now became personal, you know.
Yeah.
He thinks the way that like it's maybe the smart way, like the rational way.
Yeah.
To win this game.
I don't know Stringer, so I feel like I am placing how I would see the situation on him. Like, to me, what they did to Brandon, like them torturing him, I feel like, you know, that is Avon's wishes, and I can't see that being Stringer's wishes. Stringer seems like a businessman, you
especially
know what I mean?
from after this episode, after everything we found out. But like even in the previous episode, the way that he talked, he was always very rational. I mean, cold, but very rational.
Cold. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like Avon lets his emotions get the best of him, because like if you're gonna fucking torture someone because like they stole from you, that's like you wanting revenge because like someone if someone came at you, it's like his pride was hurt, you know what I mean? And so he lashed out and Brandon got tortured. I don't think Stringer would have made the same call. I mean, we could be totally off. That could have been Stringer, but like I can't see it.
No.
Stringer seems more level-headed and like approaches this as a business. I mean, he's taking classes where they're talking about consumerism and everything. And the way that he told Avon, like, maybe just like cool this down, it seems like he is trying to cool him down. It seems like he knows why they are right now where they are because like they did torture Brandon, and I feel like he would know that was a dumb decision if you don't want this to escalate further, because again, I do think that if Brandon was just shot, this would have gone differently. I think it's a whole different story now that he was tortured, you know. I think Stringer understands that, and I think like when he told him like later on you can kill him when things calm down, basically just like to calm him down. Like that's how the scene seemed to me.
To me as well. I mean, the way he talked to him is like, in my opinion, this is not the first time he's talking to him, and like he already knows how to talk to him, how to calm him down.
I mean, maybe. And Avon asked him, right, like something, like not what do you think about all this, but like at least I feel like he said something that like seemed to me like he is asking for his advice.
That's why I think that like Stringer is the potentially also the reason why Avon is not known. Like why Avon is. Because like from the beginning when like Stringer is one that police knows about, but like Avon is not, and so like that would from the beginning I was like, oh, Avon is that good at his job, but actually he just could have good people, smart people around him who help him.
That's how it
on top of
seems more now.
Definitely.
Like what we have seen. We got a bit more from Stringer in this episode, and we still really don't know much about Avon, but what we have seen, just Stringer seems like the more level-headed, smarter person that like holds this afloat and like controls Avon in a way. Not controls him, not like that I think he's in charge, but like, you know, when Avon wants to maybe lash out, I feel like he's gonna calm the situation.
I definitely think Omar is getting to Avon
much sooner, maybe.
By the end of the season, like I could just.
That's how it does seem.
Like I could just see that happening, and Stringer, just because after we now saw that how serious he is about all of this, he has a side business that like he can also launder money through. You know, he also is going to classes, learning everything he could to potentially how he can launder money, how he can millions of stuff, you know, clean the money. I mean, in my opinion, it just seems like that he is the one running this business. And that it's not gonna be a big shock when Avon dies. You know what I mean? That's how it seems to me. So like that's what I, let's say, expect now to happen.
Another interesting part of this episode, and I think like with this show that's gonna be like a, you know, a constant thing, is the guy that they arrested, the legislative aide, so like to a senator or whatever, that was carrying 20,000 from, you know, they met at a like drug dealing point or whatever, and he got that, and they let him go because this is now like they said, when you follow the money, you know where that's gonna lead you. Like it's easier for all of them to put blame on the drug dealers, especially the fucking low level ones, you know, that don't even influence anything really, and no one goes and no one can go against anyone higher up, and that's like, again, that's a constant thing. I know I said in this episode, like when they were mentioning, well, it goes further up or whatever, I'm like, okay, great, get them as well, but like I understand that it's not how the world works, unfortunately, and it's not how the world is basically ever gonna work. Because like the people who also run the countries are criminals, like absolute fucking criminals mostly, and they're not gonna be the ones that get charged, you know. And I feel like Stringer to me would seem like the type that would want to, like, let's say, rise above this, in the sense that he would maybe even search for like a higher position, a higher place, a higher authority. Just like, you know, how the people in charge are criminals, like be maybe that type of a criminal, but I feel like it's not gonna work for him. I thought that when we were talking about Stringer. I don't know, there's something about his demeanor that makes me think that we might like head in that direction with him as well, especially if he does take over the business. And it does seem like Avon is not, at least so far, Avon does not seem that like the type that's gonna be here for like forever, like in this show. He literally could be gone by the end of the season, maybe next season or something like that, just because like I don't think there's so many other characters that had more depth to him, to them than him. I mean, that could change. We could like start the next episode with like learning so much more about him, and like some things change, but like so far I feel like he's gonna be gone.
Yeah, I can't
maybe
even
sooner.
imagine him that happening, him getting different storyline or something like that, just because of the storyline we have with Omar right now. I can't imagine them both staying alive. Nobody does anything to anybody, so as long as Avon is there, Omar has a bounty on his head.
Yeah,
so in my opinion, one has to get the other one. I mean, before, so like I just think Omar is gonna be the one who's gonna do that first.
Like, I can see that happening, but it also doesn't have to happen. But oh my god, if it does,
I definitely think like
that would be such a moment.
Like in my mind, that's 100%.
That would be such a fucking moment.
Just because of all the things I just told you, like what's Omar gonna do? We can't have 5 seasons of them running around to kill each other. At the same time, Avon didn't get that deep storyline at all for me to think that maybe potentially he could stay alive.
Yeah.
And with everything that we found out in this episode about Stringer, in comparison about from Avon, you know?
Yeah.
I just think this one is the one who is dying. The one with
Stringer
like,
seems
because
more
in my opinion, and in my opinion, always the person who is smarter, cold-headed, especially for the job they're doing right now, is the one who is gonna survive more and be more dangerous.
I can see it going like that. I mean, things could change. We are still very early on, but like so far I think that's how I imagine things going as well. We had a couple of more things. We had D continuing to, let's say, struggle with everything that's happening around him.
But
like,
I don't know where that's going.
I don't know. Like, in a way, he reminds me a bit of, like, let's say, Wallace when he was younger. Because, like, they are reacting in a similar way to the things that have happened. Yeah. You know, he told Wallace at one point, like, when the guy died and when Brandon died and everything, he told Wallace, just don't think about it. And, like, you know, he says it because he also thinks it. You know, he was like, just don't think about it. We saw his face as well when, like, they told him that it was done. And so it is really starting to weigh on him, the way that this business goes. And he's selling, like, people killing people for $1 and people betraying people and doing all this. And he sort of wants out. And so, like, him getting to this, let's say, realization makes me fearful for him until the end of the season. You know what I mean? Like I agree. I don't know. I can't see him dying at the end of season 1.
No,
but like they have him in the terms of like I feel like that could be in play with the gun. I mean, they have the bullet from the gun that killed the girl, Deirdre maybe or something. Like I can maybe see them getting him. Like, and maybe putting him in jail. Like, maybe, like, the end of the season, we jeopardize the mission or whatever. We had to, like, we arrest him and, like, so that the wire and everything is done. Because, like, now you have to use that as evidence, you know? So, like, I don't know.
I don't know if I see that for his character just because of where he is right now and how he thinks about all of this. So, in my mind, I honestly didn't think about it. I thought either he dies...
But I'm just wondering, how would he die?
Just because he has his uncle. That's the reason why I don't think they would kill him, because his uncle is in charge. But like at the same time, it's gonna be shocking to me to find out that like he ran away and that's it. He started a new life.
That's not gonna happen.
I mean, he has money. He could do it, you know, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like in my mind, if we saw him that like he ran away, like, I would just wait few more episodes until we find out that he's at somewhere else.
The thing is, the way that he spoke about it, he didn't speak about it like, I'm getting out.
Yeah.
He just spoke about it in the terms of, to a lesser extent of how you speak to, like, about a job that you don't like, but, like, you're still gonna go do this job because, like, that's the job you have and you're gonna, like, finish it. Like he just spoke like that he is getting tired of it, but not in the terms of like that he is thinking of how he's gonna get out of it. But like the thought does cross his mind that he is getting tired of it. And so like it maybe if things keep happening,
I mean,
he keeps getting...
it's not just like tired of it, it's like more like he said like I can't breathe sometimes.
Yeah.
It's more like it's heavy, very heavy for him. It's so much weight on him that like I could imagine at some point he wants to get out.
Yes, I'm just gonna say like at this point that's not where he's at. I feel like he needs to get to a point still to actually take action.
Because
and
like,
try to get out.
If I think now that like Avon is gonna die by the end of the season, and Stringer is not gonna get caught, definitely.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, those are the only two ones that they would be actually satisfied with getting.
Yeah.
Because like Bird is pretty high up. I mean, they call him middle.
Well, he is.
Yeah, but like at the same time, who else, unless other than those two, is high.
Yeah.
But like, if I think that Avon's gonna die, then like they're not gonna get anything from the wire. You know.
I mean, they might not.
Like
really.
this case is not gonna. I mean, maybe they get few mid-rise.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know how this is all gonna like work because like they're about to lose the like they have the like basically to shut this whole operation down at that point. You know?
I mean,
so,
like
I
would love them to get someone. But,
yeah.
like who?
That's what I'm saying. Like I can only see like if we're getting someone, if someone is exiting, only potentially D, because like Stringer no. Avon, I can't see him in... I mean, imagine they get Avon. That's not gonna happen.
But like D is not that good. He's on the field. Just like he's only good because he's only important because he's a nephew.
His nephew, yeah.
Of Avon, nothing else in my mind.
Yeah.
You know, he's not...
Yeah, I mean, but like, they're not gonna get Stringer and Avon.
They have
so, like,
murders.
Yeah,
so,
they
like,
have a lot of murders.
They have murders. They're connected. And they already built a case around that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they want to build a case around that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, the other guy.
Yeah.
So maybe that's gonna come true. I don't know. That's potential. And especially if Avon is dead, I'm not sure if anybody is gonna go to that far to get him out of the prison.
Yeah, I understand. I don't know. Maybe
potentially everything there is potential. Yeah.
We had, let's say, one last thing with Jimmy, sort of in the beginning and in the end. The continuation of him being an absolute awful father, but just like really taking it a step up. You know what I mean? Like really having, and this is not the first time the kids have done this, because like they know what this is, and like they are like, I'm gonna be the one in front and you're gonna be the one in back. Like how many times have we done this? You know, placing your kids like around a person who like is dangerous, who like you don't, why would he not kill a kid? You know, you just like so many opportunity, even fucking him seeing the kid is dangerous enough, and yet he did that. You know, Jimmy, we have seen has many issues. I feel like I didn't think he had so many issues. Like I thought he had issues. Like he had issues with being an alcoholic, and he had issues with being a bad dad. You know, he was not really present, and he was prioritizing his job and everything, and like that's not good. But like in these past 2 episodes, like he's placing his kids in danger,
in potentially dangerous situation.
Yeah, for the job, you know. And like that is very problematic. That is very,
I just don't like that,
concerning. I really think that he is a very interesting character, and I think that his storyline is gonna, like, I like what his character is now. Like I like that he is really good at his job, and like has this sense of like how things need to be done, and let's say like he wants to get to the truth of it all. I think he's really good at it, you know, and I like that aspect of his character, and like all the things, like when he gets frustrated about, you know, the job and like he's yelling at Daniels, he's frustrated because like he wants the job to be done, you know, he wants to get them, and I think he's doing a good job there. But that like other aspect of his personal life and the things that he does is like very fucking dark. I mean, it's because of the kids, like the drinking and the cheating on his wife and all of that. Like that's that can all be very much fine. You know, that's just like an aspect of his
especially
character.
when we find out like where it started from, why did the drinking started.
I mean, I think Bunk helped us out with that potentially, because like he said at the end, like Jesus, Jimmy, like the people around you, or something like that. All the people around you, basically. What words did he use?
He said you're not good for
you're
others.
You're no good for people around you. Yeah. And like he is saying that because of like, you know, Jimmy told him this about the kids, and like Jimmy is not even registering that what he did with the kids is so horrifying, because like Bunk told him Jesus or something like that. He's like, what? he's like no, he was like, he's not like, he was like genuinely like confused as to what he was talking about. He's like, what? Like it's not computing to him that like you taking your kids to a job and like having them do this, even though like I'm sure they find it fun. I would have found it fun at like age 9, because I would also understand what the consequences of this are. But like you as an adult, you as their father, you know, should, especially as a father who is in this job. And so like it makes me think that maybe he had a previous partner, maybe he had someone that died because of him or something like that, and that's why he is the way that he is. Because like it's not like he is acting this way for no reason or just because that's who he is. Like he really seems like he is fucked up from something.
That's what I meant when I said like that. Like I would like to find out the reason.
Yeah.
I didn't get anything concrete reason from Bunk's reaction.
Yeah.
You know, when he said like you're no good for others.
Well, no,
that's what we realized during this past 7 episodes.
No, I didn't say that Bunk told us. I think he just like helped us out to like point us in that direction, like that we like already kind of thought of, because like he was, you know, from the very get-go kind of fucked up. Like, you know, he was driving.
But like I would like to find out.
I mean, I think that's definitely coming. Maybe, I mean, it could take us maybe a bit to find out. Maybe they give us like clues or something.
Yeah, to me it doesn't seem like this season is the season where we're gonna find out something like that.
Yeah.
Just gonna take us time, maybe.
Yeah. And so like I feel like we're gonna find out why. I mean, we're definitely gonna find out why he is acting the way that he is. But I do really think he's a very fascinating, complex character.
I mean, I agree. I think that he's a very interesting character. I just don't like what he's doing.
Yeah.
And that's not gonna change.
I don't think anyone can fucking like what he's doing.
No, I just
like he's bringing his kids like around drug dealers and criminals and like making him like get information from him. Everything
just like combined with the things that before that he brought him with Omar and put them down in a chair while they told him that
this is school night.
It's school night, like, and they talked about a second before that they talked about what they're gonna eat, you know, like just like all those things. And we saw also that like he didn't make the beds in time and stuff like that. You can just see that he's not present in their life, and like even when he is, it's better if he wasn't, honestly, than putting them in danger.
I mean, you can see that he really loves his kids. Like he loves his kids, but like he is not a good father. Like he does not have the capacity to be a good father.
He can be a good father.
I don't know. Guys. Very, very fucking fascinating. That's it. This is very long.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching.
We'll see you soon. Bye.